Cook faster. I haven't even started anything yet. I gotta cook slower. So I'm making the noise. Oh man, too much green stuff. Well, technically these aren't green, Marcus. These are orange. So too healthy for me. So I'm gonna be making. So I'm making broccoli and carrots. Shut up, Chester. Broccoli and carrots and some my black peppered salmon, which would be great. Can't wait. I can't help being mean to him. He's just so freaking annoying. He's just meow, meow, meow. He's like, please give me attention, even though I don't need. Yes, gas stove, yes. Meow. Why don't you meow? Show everyone how harmed you are as a kitten. Meow, meow. Say, oh my God, he's hurting me. Help me, everyone, save me. That's why I just rubbed my face on his because he's such a terrible daddy. He's such a terrible father, such a terrible father figure. All right, so I got my water for my broccoli. So today is day two. Today is day two of the new diet, guys. So day two, man, day two. And I did more like push-ups and stuff today. I think I may end up having to take a. I may have to take a day off for like arm stuff because my arms are like. I don't know. Maybe it's just natural that they should just constantly be in pain. Because maybe that's actual muscle building or something. Am I dead yet? I mean, I am kind of talking to you right now, so it'd be kind of hard. It'd be a little bit rough to be dead if I was talking to you currently. If you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm a little disappointed in something, guys. I can't really talk about too much about it on here on the stream, but there was something that happened yesterday that disappointed me quite a bit. And it's kind of carried over today. Kind of annoyed by it. Oh my God, really? They put this in the bag. Look how big this is. Like, they could at least cut this up a little bit. Damn. All right, I think I'm not gonna make too much broccoli. I may need to end up starting to buy more bags of broccoli because I got too much crap. If you get me pizza, I'll ride my bike to eat with you. What the heck? What are you up to, Akima? Are you like in school? Yeah, back in school yet, Akima? Like doing online classes or something like that? Alright, I don't think I'm gonna use too many carrots. I'm actually not really that hungry. I'm not that hungry right now. Yo, what's up, buddy? How's it going? No, no, not it. It's not even that. No. And that's something different, but I already know she doesn't, so that's not. I already know she doesn't, so that's not an issue. But no, it's not that. So, like I said, I'm not gonna talk about it, but yeah, it kind of bugged me. But anyway, so today I did more boxing this morning. I'm gonna turn this way. What's up, John? How's it going, dude? Did somebody escape the basement? Yes, exactly. Gabe escaped. He finally figured his way out. Nothing wrong with it being big. No, we're not talking about anything, man. I'm not talking, Akima. We're not talking about anything or anyone. So you know that girl I messaged on Match, the message back message back on Match the other day. So I think she's just been busy or something. She didn't message me back, so maybe I said enough to tell her like indirectly, like said go away, even though I wasn't saying go away or something. I don't know. Is the C? No, this is not. That's not the game. That didn't exactly help, but that didn't exactly help. So yeah, but man, my arms don't feel as like, so like yesterday they felt more like stimulated for most of the day, but like today they kind of seem like up and down. Although in my chest, like I can feel that shit. That shit's like sore, like cause like the freaking exercises. Are you doing real NHL sims? What? Um, the chest, the like the push-ups and stuff like that, man. They work like your shoulders and like obviously your pecs and stuff like that. But like, man, like this shit's like sore right now. Is it because yesterday news I told you yesterday? Because I got yes, Akima. That's I was heartbroken. I had plans for us. I had plans for us, Akima. You ruined them all. I had planned. I had already had the honeymoon planned out and everything. How many hours do I work out? Hours? Uh, like maybe one. I mean, it's in the morning. I do it for like an hour before work. It's only been 2 days since I started doing it, but like, I run on my treadmill for 10 minutes, basically to get my heart rate up. Then I go downstairs and do, after the Athlete and X guy has like 10-minute bicep workout and a 10-minute chest workout. So I do both of those. I do the chest workout first, then I do the bicep workout, then I do 15 minutes on the punching bag. There are 5 3-minute rounds with a minute in between each round, and then actually before the for the chest workout I do like 20 squats, and then after the punching bag I do 50 squats. So that is basically the workout I've been doing in the morning. It takes about an hour and a half or something like that. No, I felt. Oh man, sorry, Kima. You can be a starting wide receiver for the Pats since you went to East Northwest Community. What? Okay. What's for dinner? It's now here's a guy. What? Um. So for dinner is broccoli, carrots, and my salmon. Black pepper seasoned seasoned salmon or marinated salmon, I should say. W, where's my unemployment money? I don't know. Go talk to the government, man. Jalapeno, actually, it's jalapeno as the correct pronunciation. Marcus, jalapeno is no spicy on pizza. What? Baker, have you ever played a sport? What would your intro be? Baker Eastern College, Eastern Community College, Cuyahoga. It would be Steve Baker or Stephen Baker, the Cuyahoga Community College. That's what it would be. I would put the in front of it, even though it makes absolutely no sense. I would just do it just to be funny. The Cuyahoga Community College. Or I could be like Travis Kelsey, like East Cleveland, Ohio, or East Cleveland Schools, East Cleveland City Schools. No, I didn't go to East Cleveland Schools. After that, dude, that would be tragic. I feel for anyone who ever had to go to East Cleveland City Schools. Like that is just atrocious. And if they made something out of that, then they came from absolutely nothing because East Cleveland is like if you ever talk to anyone and if you ever talk to anyone who lives around here and you say, "Oh yeah, I got to go to East Cleveland," they'd be like, just try not to get shot, okay?" That's basically East Cleveland in a nutshell. East Cleveland is not the safe part of Cleveland. He'd be one of those old toe kickers. What? Bakersford Browns kicker. Psh, No, I'd be like Morton Anderson. I'd have the 1 bar helmet for sure. You have to go 1 bar, right? As a kicker, you'd have to go 1 bar. That's the only way to go as a kicker. What's East Cleveland version of Compton? I guess. Let's just say that if you're driving around at night, you don't want to drive through East Cleveland. That's a little scary. They have like no. I was gonna say something, but then I think it would be misinterpreted. So I'll say it this way: they're like street lights are like off at night. So when I say it's just dark there, it's because it like legitimately is just dark. Like you can't see anything when you drive through East Cleveland. It is scary. And then you have people walking down the street. Who the heck are you, man? Yeah, basically, if you're in East Cleveland and you get stopped at a red light, you might as well just drive right through it. At least you're not Detroit, right? Yes. Yeah, that was Mike Polk created that video. Mike Polk went to Kent State University. One of my, well, a friend from or former coworker went to Kent State, and he knew that guy Mike Polk who created that tourist video or whatever put on YouTube. It was like, hey, we're Cleveland, at least we're not Detroit. That's the guy who made that video, is Mike Polk. But he also made a show. He also had a show for a little web show for a little while called Man in the Box. That was actually a very funny show. But mainly you can relate to it if you worked in an office environment before, because they used office politics as like a way to just try to be funny. Surprised they have working traffic lights. Yeah, me too, but they do. I think it's just because like the gangsters are controlling them so that they can try to jack you for your money when you get stopped. You're 16. Oh, you've been sub since Madden vids. Wow. Okay. Well, that's good, man. Who wants the first bite? It's not soft enough yet. I don't want it mushy, but not like it shouldn't still be like crunchy ish. I like my broccoli nice and softer, I should say. Try going through the Twin Cities. Hmm. Baker dropstick beets. Mm-mm. Bland broccoli. Yeah, it's basically bland broccoli. I did put on my broccoli and carrots this afternoon that I made for lunch. I did put some salt on them. I mean, salt's not bad for you as long as you just use a little bit, to give it some flavor, but not like freaking. Do you want some broccoli with that salt? You don't want to do that. You're not like deep frying your broccoli in salt. No, that would be kind of nasty. What if someone just like dipped a whole piece of broccoli in salt and ate that? Ugh. East side of St. Paul is bad. Hmm. If you in West South Bend, you have a 40% increase of getting shot. Wow. I still have to drive to Indiana because I think it was in South Bend where the Home Alone house is, right, Marcus? If I remember reading that correctly, the house they used in the Home Alone, the first Home Alone, was in South Bend. I want to actually go see that, but it looks like it's kind of deteriorated over the years. I don't know if anyone actually lives there or not. From the pictures I saw, it looks like they still have the gate there, but the house looks like absolute trash now. There may have been a point where the neighborhood looked like what they portrayed in the movie, but then again, it was like winter time, so you didn't really see much in terms of grass or the actual houses, I guess. So it was covered up by the snow. What's up, Tyrod? Broccolis and cheese. Ew, no. Mike, you're not allowed to eat cheese. Cheese is processed. It's extra special process. See, that's the other thing I gave out in my diet. I stopped eating. Oh, I stopped eating like chips because I was at least eating some chips. I had some carbs in my diet. I had some carbs in my diet. I had those Tostitos. I would buy Tostitos and like every once in a while I'd make ghetto nachos. So you put a bunch of cheese on there and put it in the microwave for a minute. Oh, like the shredded cheese, Kraft shredded cheese. So good. But I'm not eating that anymore either. Not eating any of my salsa, the Tostito salsa. Like literally every food that I have come to just become familiar with in my previously new diet is now gone. Like literally, I cut out cheese. I cut out like everything. Like I don't drink my cafe. I haven't drank my cafe mocha. There's like no sugar in my diet whatsoever. The only sugar I have in my diet is from grapes, cherries, or the natural sugars that come from other food. Yeah, I don't drink any cafe mocha at all. I mean, that's like my version of coffee because I can't really drink coffee because it jacks up my stomach, messes with my acid reflux. You know, getting old and all. Tostito salsa is good, yeah, but it's also that's got a shit ton of that's got a shit ton of sodium in it too, though. I didn't quit it because of the sodium in that though. I quit it because normally I use it with I would buy like those dips or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, the dipper Tostito things. I would dip my salsa in the or scoop them the scoops. That's what they're called, scoops. I would use scoops with the salsa, but since I can't eat the scoops, then there's no point in having the salsa because you're not just going to eat straight up salsa. That would be nasty. I mean, you could probably take the salsa and maybe use it to put on top of things, but then at that point, there's probably stuff in there. That shit's probably processed to some degree. It's not like natural because if it was natural, they wouldn't just be able to leave it on the shelf, right? There's got to be something. How to make a baker thumbnail? What? This house isn't in South Bend. It's in Chicago. Oh, is it? Okay. I thought it was. I thought they said it was in South Bend, though, dude. Swear. I swear. I think you're lying, dude. I'm pretty sure it's in South Bend. Because I Googled that house, man. I Googled it. I looked up the freaking thing online. I looked up the address. I swear it was in South Bend, dude. I swear it was. All right, so we got the vegetables done. Now it's time for the fish. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works. Oh, yeah. Do you know who Ben is? What's the small door in the back? That is the door to the basement. Oh, you're talking about that door. That is the laundry chute. I thought you were talking about this door over here. I'm like, okay. Actually, the small door in the back is like after I get done chopping the bodies up in the garbage disposal, then I have a place to discard them. Discard the remains. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I knew that was coming, Tyrod. I'm not cooking for you. No. Unless, do you like fish, Mike? Do you like black pepper seasoned salmon? Actually, this I may need to put on lower and let this spend a lot more time cooking up. And I'll probably cut this part off here because this is thinner. It's going to cook a lot faster. Oh, that was probably not really a mistake, but you know, shit happens. That sounds nasty, dude. It's not. Trust me. If you ever, I don't think you have giant eagles by you, but the one I have giant eagles by me, and they have black peppered salmon. It's like marinated, and the salmon's marinated in black pepper sauce. It is freaking amazing, dude. The most amazing salmon you could ever eat, except for. I would say if you guys ever want really good salmon, at least it's that way by me. The Texas Roadhouse has a lemon. It's like a lemon peppered salmon. It is phenomenal. It is the best salmon I feel like I've ever had when eating in a restaurant. Come on, don't get stuck. I need to put some water under this. So allow this to slide around a little bit. This fish is probably not going to take too long to cook in here. Well, I mean, it'll take a little bit, but I think on the stove it'll cook pretty quick. But cooking this stuff is actually, I'm used to cooking. I've honestly never cooked this fish on the stove before. I've always cooked it on the grill. So I'm so used to just cooking it on the grill. I'm just like, I feel weird cooking it on my stove. Where'd my other? Huh. Did they get left outside somewhere? I hope not. Is it in the grill? Shit. Well, that's weird. You need one of these, especially if you have a grill with a skillet top or whatever you want to call it. Come on, there you go. There you go. Big, what's your opinion on the Bengals and Browns returning into one time to make a team for the Dakota? Wait, what? I'm not even sure what the hell that even means. Not even sure what the hell that means, dude. So how's everyone's Wednesday? For some reason yesterday I thought it was Monday. Because I think I said something about Tuesday or something. Like, or I said hoping the rest of your Monday goes well or some crap like that. I feel like maybe remember combining teams to make new team. No, they're not. It's not it. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, butthead. Yeah, I need to keep a lot of water in here. This thing's getting burnt to the freaking bottom of the pan really freaking fast. I don't like that because it's gonna take away my it might take away some of my flavoring. I hope not, since the stuff's been marinated in here though. I need to keep track of some time here. 38. What if you chew with your gums? You'll get me sooner or later. No, you won't. I don't think so, man. You're too predictable. Like you're a kid. I mean, it's like you act like this is stuff I've never heard before, or like I'm not like educated enough to know that you're like telling a lie. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You shop in adult-sized clothing. What? Okay. What's that supposed to mean? You buy like men's stuff instead of youth stuff? Or you wear bigger clothes than what you should normally be wearing when you go shopping? I go shopping in adult-sized clothing, essentially. You shop at the kids section? I don't doubt it, Mike. I'm sure when it comes to underwear, that's probably pretty appropriate for you. You know, when you have a little thingy, you know, smaller underwear tends to work out pretty well for your muscle. I see. That's interesting. So you're trying to show off your muscle. Got it. Yeah, I hope that the stuff I'm doing amounts to something. I have to be able to see results from this, right, Mike? I have to be able to see results from like changing my diet because everything I've read for my entire life regarding exercise. Once I was like, I want to lose stomach fat. Everyone always says abs are made in the kitchen. So if my diet is completely clean, then like literally I should be able to cut stomach fat just based on that alone, just based on eating well, eating better food. That should help eliminate stomach fat. Well, stubborn stomach fat, essentially. That's what I'm trying to get rid of. You don't have abs? Well, I mean, I don't need to have like define. I mean, I get like maybe not having definition, but like having like they're useless. Well, I mean, yeah, but like you don't have like a gut either, though, right? So like actually, mine's not too bad. Well, you can't even really see it. Mine's not too bad right now, actually. Not gonna lie. It looks actually, I'm a little full though. I ate earlier, so I have a little full right now. But I've got there's there's something there. It's a one pack. Wow. Okay. Like I feel like I have abs, but like you're full, but you're making dinner. Well, I'm making it so that I can eat it later. That is why I'm making dinner right now. Actually, I'm making it for later because I've been like I snack. So like since that meal plan is basically says like eat 6 times a day. I kind of snack throughout the day, but I snack on peanuts or I'll pull out some grapes or some cherries or something like that. That's what I eat for a snack. And then my main meal, like this morning, I had cottage cheese with a slice of toast and a glass of milk. That's usually my breakfast is either cottage cheese and toast or one egg and toast. So from what I read, they said that for healthy Americans, what is it, the Doctor Association or whatever it is, they basically said like if you're healthy, then you could eat one egg a day and you could be fine. But I'm not trying to eat eggs every day. So I bought a bunch of eggs and cottage cheese and toast, or bread obviously, so I can put it in my toaster. And then so basically that's what I eat every morning for breakfast with a glass of milk. So I get a lot of vitamins and nutrients, vitamin D from the milk and all that other stuff, and calcium in the milk. Um, and then some nutritional like protein, and the I think cottage cheese has some protein in it, and eggs definitely have protein in them. So hope it's almond milk. No, it's skim milk. So it's fat. It's fat-free skim milk. So basically, like milk with no fat in it. So no, it's not like I don't buy like 2% or anything like that. That'd be gross. No, so fat-free skim milk is what it was what I drink. I love it. I don't know why. Like I've always loved milk, but then as I got older, I just stopped drinking it. But when I was a kid, oh my God, like you couldn't stop me from drinking milk, man. I would like grab the gallon of milk and just start like chugging the milk. Almond better. Well, I'm sure it is, but like, I'm trying to do something. I figure what I'm doing right now is better than doing nothing. So I mean, like I'm already going all in. Like, do I have to also ruin milk for myself too? I mean, it's like I have nothing right now. I'm like, I have nothing. I've taken everything away from myself, everything I'm familiar with. I've taken it away, all the sugar. Before I was at least, I still had a little bit of sugar in my diet. But I feel like because I took away so much sugar from my diet, meant for humans. Wait, milk is unhealthy and isn't meant for humans. That's not true because if that was the case, then why do we eat cottage cheese, man? We can eat curdled milk essentially, and that's okay, but not regular milk. But Yeah, I mean, I think because I limited so much sugar in my diet previously, that cutting down to no sugar doesn't really like I'm not like craving sugar. Like I'm not like because every morning I would eat like chocolate, like Hershey chocolate bar with graham crackers. That's a lot of sugar I was consuming just for breakfast, and then with that I drank that with my cafe mocha. So a lot of sugar and chocolate, just because you can eat, doesn't mean you should eat it. No, of course. But anyway, so like that was what I was eating for breakfast and drinking for breakfast, and that's cut out. So like literally that was the only sugar I would get in my body for the whole day. I would drink like two cafe mochas a day, and that was like the only sugar I would ever eat or consume was only for breakfast. But after that, I didn't normally consume any sugar for the rest of the day. Except for when Preston was up here and we were eating all that ice cream and popsicles and shit like that. That was kind of nasty, but kind of bad for me. But whatever. It was one time a year that I do that, and I don't eat. Beyond that, I don't eat ice cream, nor do I really eat popsicles. You can get sugar and fruit. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'll eat my grapes. I'll eat my grapes and my cherries, and that has natural sugar in it. So I kind of eat those as part of my snacks. And jalapenos, Who wants some of that fish, baby? Preston, here it is. Open wide. Here comes the choo-choo train. Chugga, 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 chugga. Oh man, this stuff is great. Now I'm hungry, Mike. Now I'm hungry again. After eating some of this fish. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, this fish is like, it is so amazing. Let me cut through this and make sure. Can't tell how done that is. I think it's pretty done. It should be pretty done. I feel like it's been cooking for a little while. Oh yeah, it looks pretty filet-y-ish. So I like my fish. My fish needs to be cooked thoroughly. I don't like that crap where if anyone's ever eaten seafood before, like how some places cook fish where it's um, like sort of raw on the inside, where like it gets mildly cooked but doesn't get cooked through all the way. Ugh. I can't do that. It does not taste good to me. So we're supposed to eat a Mediterranean diet. Hey man, like if you didn't have to worry about if I didn't have to worry about consuming too much mercury from fish, then sure. But even then, you have to worry about that. You like your chicken raw? Well, see you in hell, Tyrod. You can't eat your chicken raw. Actually, you would die. So good luck with that. You would die most likely, or end up with food poisoning every time you eat. But yeah, you can only consume so much fish as part of your regular diet. Like I bought enough fish for like 4 dinners, so I thought that was enough. But apparently, like you have to consume like if you ate fish for every meal of every day for 7 days a week, then yeah, you could die from that because of the mercury or to get sick or whatever. People understand we're not supposed to eat cows and chicken. Well, no, well, I mean, but see, I don't think that's true, Mike, because I don't think that's 100% true. Because how else are you getting protein? You can't just get protein from just fish. Like that's not like that would just be boring. That would be a boring diet, right? Wouldn't that be a boring diet? That would be a very boring diet. feel like those lights are flickering. Unless it's just me. He made them to eat it in rare occasion. Oh, why did Jesus ain't making shiznit? And see, that's why. So, like, when I buy eggs, who else here? Who else's parents buy eggs that are the natural kind, the ones that's like, they're not stuck in cages supposedly. Although what's weird is because they have free range chicken eggs, and then they just have like uncaged chicken eggs. So, from my understanding, is that free range chicken eggs are not actually like. It's kind of misinterpreting. It's kind of, I guess, walking a line of vegetables. Yeah, but you can't consume. How much vegetables are you going to consume and get enough protein? Okay, Mike, okay, so if you're working out for football and you need a bunch of protein, you telling me all you do is eat a bunch of vegetables to bulk up on protein? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. I think you become a fat monster and decide to eat every freaking piece of chicken or steak or fish, any type of meat that you could find is my guess. Or you take supplements, which then what's the point of, like, then you're just not even eating real food at that point. You're just eating processed supplements. Why are you describing Tyrod? Yeah. The food that comes from the ground, right? Mr. Hanky sang a song about that one time. So basically, like, cows poop on the ground and they eat their poop, and then you eat the cows, and then you shit, and then that goes back into the sewer, and then like a bird eats the poop and poops on the field, and the cow eats the poop, and then the circle of life. It was about how poop is a primary necessity or something for life. What's the deal with airline food? Actually, I don't. Well, I mean, look, have you ever sat in first class before on an airline? If you haven't, then you have no idea what airline food is really like. I've been in first class one time in my entire life on an airline, and it was worth it. I'll tell you that much, especially from the food. We're eating watered down protein. Well, it depends. It depends on how much you cook it, though, right, Mike? That's why a lot of people get their steaks and they order their steaks like medium rare and shit like that, because the more you cook it, the more of the actual nutrients you cook out of it. Unfortunately, with chicken, you don't really have a choice. Your chicken has to be completely cooked, otherwise you will get poisoned most likely. So yeah, there's that. You're not supposed to fly the plane, but kicking me out midair isn't a good option. Yeah. There was a show called Get a Life back in the 90s where this guy, this was the end of the show. The end of the show, the last episode was, by the way, like, windows always closed, because if you open it up, chances are the lack of oxygen in the air would just end up killing you. Then you would have to use your little face mask to breathe. So if you wanted to do that, then go ahead and try it, I guess. I would just throw you out the window at that point, though. If you open up the window, I'd be like, Mike, come on, man, get out of here. Oh yeah, but in the show Get a Life, the last episode of the entire show, this guy, like, the whole show was based on the fact that this guy had like the worst luck in the world, and then, like, literally every episode was like something crazy happening. And there was even one episode where, like, his head got hacked off, and they were punting his head around and stuff like that while I was bleeding. It was really weird, but somehow he managed to make it to the next episode all the time. But the last episode ever of the show was he was on an airplane and he's like, I gotta use the bathroom. So then he like goes to the door, the actual door where you load passengers from, opens up the door and jumps and falls out. And he's like, this doesn't look like the bathroom. I was just like, what the hell? This guy was like kind of an idiot though. So he's like falling down from the out of the airplane, and then he starts the whole point of it was that he was recapping all of the fun he had in prior episodes. So he was recapping. He was basically his life was flashing before his eyes, or he was remembering his life as this was happening. And in the end, he ends up hitting the he ends up falling to the ground, but he ends up landing in a bed. There's a bed strategically placed like in the middle of a street somewhere. He ends up landing on this bed. He's like, "Oh wow, like I got fortunate." Well, then all of a sudden, the whole bed just blows up. I'm just like, okay, first off, someone had to put a bed in the middle of the street. On top of that, they had to rig the bed. They had to rig the bed to explode. Like he thought he finally got lucky, and the guy died. It was like the sad, and that was the end of the show. Like that was like the saddest. That was like the saddest end of a show ever. I actually almost cried. I was like, "What the hell, man?" It's like this poor guy. He had such bad luck, and then you just murder him. Like, how's that for bad luck? At least he was still. See, that's the thing. It's almost kind of like a lesson. You know, no matter how bad your life is, and how unlucky you feel, or how lucky you are, or how bad things go for you, at least you're still alive, right? At least you still have your health. I don't know if that was actually a moral of the story, other than it was just meant to be comedic relief, but. Float on bed is the way you want to go. Yeah, I think there was some movie. I think Dolly Parton was in it. There was a movie called The Burning Bed where she like literally like burned her husband to death or some shit like that when he was sleeping. That's kind of imagine that way to go. I don't think like burning to death would not be the way to go. If you're gonna die, you want it to be something quick and painless, like dying in your sleep or getting stabbed through the heart, getting your head chopped off. There's plenty of, or maybe not being hanged. Hanged would be bad. Um, you realize you're dying for like a second or two, and then you're dead probably. Yeah. So I mean, there's definitely ways to go fast, but you definitely one of them would not be. You would not want to be burning to death. That would be bad. Or drowning is another terrible one. That's actually my biggest fear in life is death by drowning. That would be the worst. Like I am legitimately scared of drowning to death. That's got to be some type of phobia, right? Aquaphobia, is that what it's called? I don't know, but I'm not afraid of the water. But what's the fear of drowning defined as? What is it called? That can't just be called aquaphobia because that would be like just the fear of water or something like that, right? There's got to be some other like thing for drowning specifically. Yes, I'm afraid of drowning in life and life problems and sorrow. I'm afraid of drowning in sorrow. You have that phobia too? Yeah, I mean it doesn't prevent me from going swimming and stuff or anything like that, but there are certain things I won't do. Like I don't think I could ever see myself scuba diving. I don't think I could ever see myself like snorkeling in deep waters or anything like that. Like I'm not afraid, I'm not comfortable swimming anywhere where my feet can't touch the ground. If my feet can't touch, F that. Like I'm not even going there. Like it's not gonna happen. Or unless I have a life jacket or something like that, then I'll be fine. But if my feet can't touch the ground, then it's not gonna happen. Because I can't swim for shit anyway, so that's what you do when you go to the lake? Yeah. Yeah, I don't swim out any further than where my feet can touch. Do the Baker Dougie. There's no Baker Dougie. You can't swim either. I mean, I can swim, but I can't do like where you like stay afloat in water without actually like swimming. Because swimming is actually the act of swimming, right? I mean, at least that's the way I think of it when I think of swimming is that. But there's floating, which is different. Floating is where you can stay in the water and just kick your legs and stay afloat and not like sink, basically. So that's just floating. That's not actually swimming. Swimming's the motion of actually kicking your feet, and I do sink, dude. I do. Like I can't even lay. I do the thing where I try to lay on my back and relax and like inhale, get a lot of breath in your or H2 oxygen in your lungs, and then like just kind of float on the water. I can do that for like a little bit, but then my feet just end up like or like freaking lead, and they just like my body's like this, and all of a sudden you just see like, and then it's just like, so yeah, I can't float either. Not very good at that on my back, but yeah, I can't. I've never learned how to stand up and like paddle my feet underwater to stay afloat. H2O into the lungs. No, I said yes. No, the H2O is water, so you don't want to put H2O in your lungs. The O part, yes, not the H2 part, right? You don't want the agua. Baker, do you know how to do a cannonball? Yes. You run and you jump and you grab your ankles as you're jumping into the water. And then hopefully you get water all over a bunch of people. You have a phobia of drinking water. Got it. Well, if we're talking about swimming, like, obviously you don't want water. That's obviously the one thing that you're worried the most about, right? You don't want to get water in your lungs. That would be terrible because that's how you get like pneumonia and stuff like that. Baker, tear your ACL into a cannonball for true effect. Oh yeah. That's good, man. You know what? When's the last time? When was my last science class, guys? When do you think it was? Oh my God, like eighth grade maybe, or ninth grade is when I had biology, but that's not science. So I mean it's science, but it's obviously a study of the bodies and stuff, not necessarily like chemicals and crap like that. My last science class I swear was like eighth grade was the last time I had a science class, and so I'm 20 years removed from high school. So subtract four, add four to that. So like 24 years ago, 25 years ago is when I had a science class last. So I haven't really had to give much thought. Yeah, because we didn't have science and like as a sophomore, junior, and senior, we had no science classes. We had eighth grade science, ninth grade we had biology, and that was like literally all the science that I had. Like I never had a chemistry class or anything like that. I taught you how to make a volcano in a stream. Wow. Yeah, that's easy. You just baking soda and vinegar. I made a volcano. Yay. All right, guys. Well, it's been almost an hour. Well, 48 minutes to be exact. So I'm going to jump off of here. Um, yeah. I'm gonna jump off of here for now. So it's been good chatting with you guys again. Hope you enjoyed my cooking dinner. So I got my dinner all cooked. So I got my vegetables and everything in here. Look at that big fat piece of fish, man. That thing's huge. That's what she said. But yeah, Baker said the V word, and no, I did not. What the hell are you talking about? Anyways, all right, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. I should see you guys tomorrow evening as well. So. Maybe we'll do this again. I don't know. Or, maybe we'll do some Sims or something. I don't know. We'll see. Bye, guys.